I was always told the best is none too good. I know what this place is, and when they seen it and knew what we've done and how we've done it and stuff, why, it's pretty rewarding.
As folks like Cork and Janet take care of the land takes care of them.
Well, Corky and Janet are very much a part of this landscape.
There is a strong correlation between good conservation practices and good economic outcomes.
They started this 50 years ago, and they certainly did not do what they did to win an award down the road.
Back when we started buying land, there's so many people, oh, it won't pay for itself, it won't pay for itself.
The place was in rough condition when they got it, and they've added on to this.
And we never went to a sale to buy land. People came to us.
Just incredible to see that somebody that's dedicated their lives without maybe a real incentive other than that's just how they operate things.
I'm Malvern Worth, known as Corky Worth, on the Worth Ranch. We bought it in 1964, I think it was, and away we went. I went to Belvedere, Illinois to learn how to breed cows. There was no training around here. Nobody bred cows artificial. I remember my mother milked cows, and her hired girl that was here, why, she'd take the horse out every night and go get the milk cows in out north, and the pasture was short with horses, and there wasn't a lot of grass, and the fences was nothing, and there was actually not much water on this place. I mean, it was dang poor. Not much in here, just tools and stuff. Here's a pickup that was doing all six. I could tell that something had to be done, and there was no way it was going to work if nothing was done. I just stayed home and got with the program.
We work with ranchers across the nation on everything from livestock water developments, grazing rotations, anything to improve the land and address any concerns they have.
We started some pipelines in the 80s, but when we really started putting pipelines in, we put in probably 100 miles of pipeline on all the 3 ranches that we had. There's 4 or 5 wells that we can pump water from, and we can pump water from the state line clear to the South Ranch. I mean, you can go either way with it.
So as I look at Cork and Janet's ranch, it's evident they're doing a lot of great things. Everything from take half and leave half.
I bet we leave more than half behind. Keep on rotating.
Take a little, leave a little. That's his motto his whole life.
Which allows the roots to continue to develop, the rest and rotation through grazing.
And then them cows will have, I'd say 6 different pastures, 155 pairs. And that's just one deal. There's probably 500 cows running out here now, and a couple hundred head of yearlings out here that's red heifers that's AI'd.
I've watched these guys out here with their conservation practices. I've watched them with their grass. I've learned so much just about rotating and what he does, and he doesn't think he's very smart, but I think he's probably one of the sharpest guys I know. And she is too, you know. They don't like recognition and they don't like any of that, but they really know what they're doing.
After meeting up with Corky, and of course, he doesn't know my background, I don't know him, and after getting to know him a little bit, we head out in the side-by-side to start doing the pasture evaluations. You know, the first pasture we got to was absolutely incredible. Species diversity, lots of grass, no bare ground, and you know, pretty much everybody might have one of those on their ranch, but after we got to the second pasture and the third pasture and on and on and on, It turned out that all of the pastures were in this condition.
He was showing my root system and my grass, and he said, "You got the best root system I've ever seen."
It was very apparent to me that they had been taking care of this ranch for several years. 20, 30 years ago, they planted all these eastern red cedar shelter belts.
I don't know how many thousands of trees we planted, but at one time we knew there's probably 22,000, and there's more than that now.
And as we all know, these can become an issue if you're not taking care of them.
The thing you have to watch with these red cedars, the seed off of these will get out in your pasture, and then you got these cedar trees to fight.
They spread, they turn into a noxious weed, basically. They make a great shelter belt, but they can turn into an issue without being properly managed.
One of the things Leopold referred to is what's termed a land ethic. And that's really taking care of the land and realizing that human beings are not separate from the land. We are part of the land.
They're ingrained here as the roots of the plants that they have on their ranch.
Being a good steward to the land is an incredibly important part, whether much as we're going to be a good neighbor across a fence to our other human neighbors, being a good neighbor to the animal population, to those folks downstream from us, to those folks eating the food that we produce. It's that land ethic. It's that doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do, not because of a regulation.